Tulsa Convention Center. It's the Fantastics and Terry Taylor taking on the Sheepherders and Jack Victory. Lady Maxine roams the outside of the ring, and there's Bobby Fulton. Now this ring, ladies and gentlemen, is surrounded by the barbed wire cage as Luke Williams, one of the Sheepherders, hammering away at Bobby Fulton, and this, without a doubt, one of the most physical battles of the year in the Universal Wrestling Federation or any other association. The Fantastics and Terry Taylor, six-man tag action. As I mentioned, Lady Maxine looking on from the outside. Lady Maxine left the area in a hurry, thanks to Dark Journey. And Terry Taylor being double-teamed. Butch Miller of the Sheepherders working on Terry Taylor. And ladies and gentlemen, this is one of the most physical and one of the most violent battles ever in pro wrestling, as Luke Williams of the Sheepherders just rammed Tommy Rogers face first into the barbed wire. A lot of people wonder, why do they sign this type of match? It's to settle their issues. It's to settle their feuds. It's man on man. Nobody leaves until it's all over from the barbed wire cage. As Bobby Fulton and Terry Taylor back on the attack, back on the offense. But they have lost a lot of blood in this six-man barbed wire tag team matchup. Now later in the hour, you're going to be seeing how Terry Gordy became the first Universal Heavyweight Champion. We're going to show you Ted DiBiase and Terry Taylor as they battle the Freebirds in a country whipping tag match. Plus, in a six-man match, Cowboy, Bill Watts, Dr. Steve Williams, and Hacksaw Duggan taking on Ivan and Nikita Koloff and Korsita Korchenko, the three Russians. That all coming in this hour. It's like a who's who in pro wrestling in this 60 minutes. The UWF 1986 year in review as Lady Maxine carries the New Zealand flag proudly. The people in Tulsa, certainly pro-American all the way. As Butch Miller choking Tommy Rogers, Luke Williams finding Bobby Fulton with a right hand. And it's Terry Taylor and Jack Victory. And Victory goes face first into the wood framing that the barbed wire is attached to. Jack Victory with those Sheepherder camouflage tights, their trademark, as Taylor and the Fantastics lying in a heap in the middle of the squared circle. The Universal Wrestling Federation, long known before as the Mid-South Wrestling Organization, long known for its physical and violent competition between evenly fought teams, between evenly fought men one-on-one. That's what you're seeing right here, that barbed wire shaking right in your screen. The prongs of the barbed wire used to keep animals in on the range. Once a great point of controversy with ranchers and farmers, and now it's surrounding the ring in Tulsa as the Fantastics and Terry Taylor are being cheered by this awesome crowd in Tulsa. And the barbed wire cage. Butch Miller thrown into the cage. Jack Victory. Fulton threw Victory into the cage. And it's getting very physical here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. The Universal Wrestling Federation. And look at Luke Williams' face just raked across that barbed wire. It's hard to really call the action because it's so diversified. It's so spread out in the ring. And now all six men are bleeding profusely. The Fantastics and Terry Taylor taking over on Victory and the Sheepherders inside the barbed wire cage. And Luke Williams gone right back into that cage as all six men are losing a lot of blood. And now Victory, that barbed wire right into his forehead. This is the most physical match. And look at Tommy Rogers on top of the cage. Rogers is on top of that cage. All the way off the top came Tommy Rogers. What a matchup. These six men, one of the hottest feuds at that time of the year in wrestling. The Fantastics and the Sheepherders. And there's Fulton and Victory on the top rope. They're a long way from the floor. Victory's head cracking into that lumber. ring there that the barbed wire is attached to. Fulton on the top rope. And then Fulton with a double fist right to the face of Jack Victory. Victory kicks out. The most physical six-man tag match in existence, and you're seeing it right here. Victory now with a pile driver. And he has pile driven Fulton. Terry Taylor. These men, you can almost see, they're giving it their all. But how much do they have left? This had to be one of the most physical matches of the year. I know it's one of the most physical matches that I've seen. And remember, as I mentioned just moments ago, Terry Gordy, you'll see how he became the first UWF champion in the hour. Other tag team action, Country Whippin', Ted DiBiase and Terry Taylor. They're an awesome team. And they took on the fabulous Freebirds in a Country Whippin' match. Terry Taylor, now up to the second rope. Terry Taylor with a pinning predicament on Jack Victory. And there's the pinfall. Taylor the pin.
Continuar el show de hoy, amigos, aparece Boyd. Antes de que vayamos allá al cuadrilátero para continuar la acción, empuñado la bandera inglesa.
There's only one flag that means anything in professional wrestling, and that is our flag, the flag that rules the Commonwealth Army. And there's only one team that means anything in professional wrestling besides the Blondes, and that is the Sheepherders. They're undefeatable on TV. They're undefeatable in the arenas. They can beat anybody, anytime, at anything.
Aquí va apareciendo Bobby Jagger.
Let me tell you something. If your Sheepherders are so tough, so bad, and so big, then why don't you put them in a ring with Al and myself? Why pick on a couple of inexperienced kids?
Hey, let me tell you something, Jaggers. You put me in hospital one time, and it'll be a pleasure to get in with you in any arena, but I'm going to tell you, if you want to wrestle the Sheepherders, there they are. Why are you up here talking to me? Why aren't you in the ring jumping them right now? If you're man enough, get them now.
I'll tell you something, Cripple, you watch. You just watch, Cripple.
Get them, Jaggers, get them.
Si va la pelea, pueden
If they
entrar.
want the Sheepherders, they're going to find out that they're bitten off more than what they can chew. The Sheepherders don't back down from nobody. Never, ever from anybody.
Well, there you have it,
Allá
ladies and
están
gentlemen, as we
Bobby
go to the ring
Jagger
now,
y
pick up the
Pérez
action.
frente
Bobby Jagger
a
and
los
Al Perez in an unscheduled
pastores.
match against the Sheepherders.
Los animales
It was
del
supposed to be
cuadrilátero
Bob Garcia and Manuel
enfundados
Villalobos.
en su uniforme
But
verde
Jaggers and Perez
y color
issued the challenge.
la
They got it.
botarga roja. Ya la acción grande. Bobby
Well,
Jagger
it's
ahora
Bobby Jagger's in
frente
there with
a Miller. Allá está William pasando el
Butch
relevo. Va entrando Williams frente a Bobby Jaggers. Ahora también el castigo con el
Boyd, you're
toro
getting
es
pretty brave
para
when
Bobby
you just
Jaggers,
up and
cuando
put your
todavía
man
estaba
on in these challenge matches like
allá en la
this.
entrevista, Boyd.
Well, let me tell you bloody Yanks something. The Sheepherders are not only the greatest team in the world, they're my cousins, they're family. If I didn't think they could beat Jaggers and beat Perez and beat everybody else in the world, I wouldn't be letting them do this. Now I'm going to prove to everybody that the Sheepherders are going to leave Perez and Jaggers laying. They wanted a match here on TV. They come up here to harass this cripple, as they said. Hey, my leg might be crippled, but my mind is the mind of a genius. My mind is the mind, and I have 180 IQ, and it's getting better every day. I not only could out-wrestle them before the accident, I could always outthink everybody. And all I do now is outthink them and let the Sheepherders do the rest.
Well,
Por la espalda.
Butch Miller
Y
into
aún
Al
queda.
Perez, and they're throwing some
Vean
haymakers.
ello.
Here comes Jaggers into Al
Tiene
Perez.
que entrar
All
Bobby
four men
Jaggers.
getting
Ahora
into
sí,
the
dos
action
contra
here.
dos. Lo permitirá el referee.
Perez with Luke
Por lo
Webb.
pronto González
Jaggers over there
estaba
with
tratando de
Butch
contener a
Miller.
Bobby Jaggers
Referee trying to
porque
get
era
him apart.
entrada ilegal
Luke Webb
según
just
él.
stepped out onto the
Ahora sí,
floor.
va Pérez a
Jaggers finally
castigar
gets out of there.
a Miller allá en la esquina
Coach
neutral.
Perez
Izquierda y
against Butch
derecha,
Miller.
de izquierda y derecha.
You're
Vuelve la
watching
repetición
exciting
grande.
Southwest
Luego
Championship
entra
Wrestling
con
from
ceguera.
the Junction in San
Esperando en
Antonio,
el
Texas.
centro
Steve Stack
con doble
here ringside.
castigo frente
Rudy
al
Gonzalez
abdomen
counts two on Al
de Al
Perez.
Pérez. Ahí estaba ya el patadón tremendo
footwork,
de Miller
tags out.
frente al Pérez cuando ya pasa relevo.
I want
Entre
to
su
say
primo
something
William.
right here. You know what? Brooks, if you're listening, if you will go against Manny Fernandez and put him out of professional wrestling, I will give you myself. I will give you $5,000 if you can end Fernandez's career, Brooks. I hope you're listening.
Let me hear that again.
I will give Brooks $5,000 only if he puts Manny Fernandez out of professional wrestling. I don't mean beat him in a match. I know Brooks can beat Fernandez, but I mean put him out of professional wrestling forever. I mean, I don't want the man to wrestle again. I don't want Jaggers to ever wrestle again. I don't want Perez to wrestle again. I want these men out of professional wrestling. My army will take care of this. But now that Fernandez wants Brooks, if Brooks will get rid of Fernandez, there's $5,000 in it for him.
Te estás poniendo a perder hasta la camisa al apostar los $5,000 en un desafío que va a estar como el mes de julio, como en la canícula caliente. Este encuentro de parejas era de los Pastores contra García y Villalobos.
Here we have Eric Emery. He has got rid of Bobby Fulton. He won the scaffold match. He done what I told him. He deserved the slap in the face he got, because if my men listen to me, they will win. I took the Blondes from being two pukey Yanks and built them into a team. And I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do now. I'm going to show you how to leave people laying. The Sheepherders are going to do it for me.
Va a dirigir a sus Pastores. Bobby Jaggers quitó a Williams, que aún paseando por la espalda a Pérez. Se van allá a la esquina neutral los dos. Y cuando iba a entrar Miller también entra Bobby Jaggers, en la que es, cuidado, ahí le va a entregar la bandera. Y por la espalda está castigando a Pérez y también a Bobby Jaggers con el asta de esta bandera. Y aún van quitando la división de esa asta, que es un tubo de 1 pulgada. Y ahí también Boy está golpeando al referee Don González. Se están dando la libertad de golpear cuando están caídos tanto Bobby Jaggers como Pérez, Villalobos y García. Y va a levantar la bandera inglesa. Y allá está la respuesta de los fanáticos. Cuidado, tienen que detenerlos porque allá está la afición candente. En lo que van ellos al vestidor, si es que llegan, voy a entregarles el vitior del drama norteamericano, el TCB, Dusty Rhodes y Blackjack Mulligan, que entra como anticipo en la presentación de ellos en Southwest Championship Building. Dusty.
The Bruise Brothers have handled just about every opponent they've met thus far in the Mid-South. Now, but brother, here goes Mad Dog Boyd. He started with those shoulders. Brother, when he gets some momentum, he is devastating with those. But Luke Williams caught him quickly and took him into that turnbuckle. Now, both the Sheepherders use that move quite a bit. Not only do they get the velocity off the ropes, but they attack from the center of the ring before they go to that knee lift. That's a great move, especially for a tag team. Oh, look at that.
Well, they're really teaming up, Joel. Their moves, as I said, very unusual, but they are team moves as in any event.
They're very fluid, too. Does they get Mad Dog Boyd up for that double knee lift?
Boy, he's a load. He's nearly 300 pounds. A 1, 2, and 3.